All right, FightHype.com. Sean Zattel here with the Riverside Rocky himself, Josesito Lopez. Josesito, man, opponent, Francisco Chia Santana. When he says it's going to be a West Coast Rocky, West Coast Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti, do you agree with him on that, or are you more like, it's my job to make sure it's not that competitive?
No, easily it could be that way, you know, because we're both known for that style to bring it. You know, with hearing him say that, I just know he's coming to bring it, and I love it. It excites me, and it knows that, you know, I prepared for a good fight, and I'm glad.
The last time a fighter brought it to you like that was on the undercard of the last Spence fight, and you retired John Molina, who's a cop now, so shout out to John. But do you think you get a knockout in this fight just as you did last time around? A guy tried to go toe-to-toe?
You know, this is a fight that it could end in a knockout because we're action fighters. We bring big punches, big combinations to the ring, and we're aggressive. So it could happen. I prepared well overall, my game overall, so I'm really prepared for everything. So most importantly, I'm going to dictate the pace and you know, fight my fight.
Has it entered your mind at all that this guy's never been stopped despite the top fighters he fought? Is that something of a goal of yours, that you'd want to be the first guy to do it, to make a statement?
You know, not necessarily a goal, but my goal is to look good, to come out victorious, and to execute my game plan and do what I want to do in the ring. You know, he's faced some of the top opposition as I have, but you know, he's given some of the guys some of their toughest fights. So I'm prepared for that, and I'm expecting that, and I'm just expecting to be the smarter, better, faster fighter.
You talked about, you know, wanting to impress with this fight and make a statement, and you came so close against Keith Thurman last year. Do you want to make a statement so that you can get that opportunity again against the Thurman, maybe even literally a rematch against Thurman, but that type of fight?
Well, absolutely. You know, first thing, I obviously got to take care of business on Saturday, come out with a victory, and you know, look good with no injuries, and you know, impress. So I'm definitely set to fight some of the best fighters out there. I'm better than ever. I feel great. I'm healthy. And you know, with this fight, I'm going to show that I belong fighting some of the best fighters, and you know, I'll take on the winner or loser of the main event. You know, I'm just ready for the best.
Now, Josesito, I understand it's one fight at a time, but just to ask about the future, do you feel like if you win this fight, it would take a fight against the Jamal James or a Ugas to get through that kind of fight, to get back to a Thurman or a title fight, or the winner against this main event kind of fight?
Yeah, well, first thing is Chia Santana, man. He brings a tough game. I got to get through him first, and then I know I'm going to be fighting tougher, better fighters, and you know, possibly even a world championship where my eyes are set on.
And also, before I let you go, man, I had to ask you about Danny Garcia, because I didn't know until you told me yesterday that you had worked as a sparring with him and everything before his first world title fight, right?
Yeah, for his first world title fight, you know, versus Eric Morales, you know, I was his sparring partner. Mm-hmm. So, you know, he's a good fighter, and he's improved since then, and he's going to bring a tough fight to Errol Spence, and I expect fireworks in that fight.
A lot of talk about how his power could play into the fight. It was, you know, you guys were sparring. It wasn't 8-ounce gloves, but is Danny Garcia have power from what you experienced those years ago?
Yeah, Danny Garcia is strong, man. He's a strong fighter, and I think he's probably gotten stronger. You know, I think we were just moving up to 147 at the time, you know, I think he's overall expanded on his boxing game overall, and improved in every aspect since then. But he's a strong fighter, so you know, it could be a rocky fight come Saturday.
So even compared to a Maidana or a Thurman, he could crack. He's on that kind of level of punching.
Well, to compare, it's hard to compare when you're sparring and in an actual fight. You know, Maidana is one of the hardest, heaviest punchers that I've probably faced in a fight. But in a sparring, it's really a whole lot different. You feel some, but you can't get a real idea.
Yeah, you were winning that Maidana fight, and then of course he goes on to fight Broner in the very next fight. But I just gotta ask, man, because you shared the ring with the best. Who's probably the best fighter you have fought, Josesito?
You know, I would definitely have to say Canelo. Canelo, you know, he was dominant with his weight advantage, but not only that, he had a good game, good timing, you know, and distance. And, you know, that's really what's most important. That's, you know, some of the aspects that I've improved since then. So, you know, I realize now especially that that's a big deal other than size and power. You know, it's that timing and distance and in a fight that plays a really key role in the way the fight goes.
How do you expect, he's all the way up at 68 now from when he fought you at 54. How do you expect this fight with Callum Smith to go?
He's a big fight. He's a big guy. He's very dominant. He's strong. He's filled in to 168, you know, quite well, and he carries that weight well for technically a shorter guy in that weight division. I don't see Canelo losing anytime soon, man. He's at the top of his game and one of the best fighters out there.
Well, it says a lot coming from you, who's fought the best. So interesting stuff. You telling us that he's the top guy. No hesitancy too. You were like Canelo. So
yeah, no, he's a top level fighter, and you know that's why he's one of the pound for pound champs right now.
Well, Josesito, you fight in a what should be a war Saturday night on Fox on pay-per-view. My God, your last fight with John Molina was incredible. If this fight's nearly as good, we're in for a treat, brother. So thank you so much, Josesito.
Thank you, man. Everyone knows that no matter who it is against, one of my fights is going to be one of the most exciting fights of the night for sure. Yep. And don't miss it. Tune in December 5th, Saturday night. Here we go.
Never in a bad fight. Thank you, Josesito.
All right.